Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, family. Welcome to the Mental House. I am your host, Khadijah. I just want to make a quick video. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to come back a little later um, and do this video um, that is important to me. It's like a breakthrough moment for me. So I want to share that with you guys a little later on. But right now, the main thing I want to make a video about, the main thing I want to talk about for a few minutes uh, is not just the obvious about what's going on across the country. I see the rioting, I see the protesting, and as far as I'm concerned, it's getting a little bit more, it's escalating more and more and more. I mean, through Los Angeles, I have a friend that was telling me they live in Sherman Oaks that was saying that the city of Los Angeles, um, and they had like hundreds of thousands of people just lining Wilshire Boulevard, which is like the biggest boulevard in Los Angeles, and it was just covered with people on both sides, and they were white people predominantly. And not that I don't think that this is an America that my ancestors built, and I know I talk about that a lot. But I also talk about picking your battles. And this is a specific message to African that's living in America, African Americans right now, okay? And I would hope that you would heed my voice. I will hope that what I say is not so far-fetched from you to you, and that you would not let Willie Lynch win by making it a gap between what I'm gonna say and what's going on, and probably what the mindset is that permeating a lot of younger people's mindset, okay? So I don't want to be pit against you right now, and it's not a matter of the old being pit against the young. What it is I'm hoping that I can throw you a tidbit of wisdom, and I hope that I would suspect that you would respect it enough to listen. This is not your fight, all right? I want all you African Americans that's sitting out there walking up and down Wilshire Boulevard and taking a protest, any of these protests that's going on across the country, let them handle that. Now, I know y'all mad. You probably say, oh, how dare you. Wait. Please, just listen to my logic. None of those people come out for you when you being shot down in the street, when the police are disrespecting you. Sandra Bland was killed. You didn't see any of those feminists. You didn't see any of those Muslims. You didn't see any of those white people that believed in gay marriage. We're just going to omit the Black Lives Matter movement right now because that has been infiltrated. And I don't mean to be facetious when I'm saying this. What I'm saying is, have you noticed that every time you march, there's National Guards and there's police and snipers all on top of the buildings ready to cut wild and go crazy on y'all? And I haven't seen not one military apparatus out here since these people been marching in no city. So if I'm wrong, somebody please enlighten me, because I haven't seen any military apparatus out here planted with any of these protesters. And maybe it's because what do you think? Did the military only get called on black and brown bodies? Because that's what I think. So that's why I said let them handle that. Let them fix that. People that are upset about the gay marriage referendum, I'm not saying that none of these things don't affect you. I'm just saying for our sake, we need to sit back this one. Just like they sit back when we're in trouble, okay? And they want to wait and see the outcome. And the very small minority that does get involved, of course, a lot of times there's retribution taken against them, okay? But in the meantime, we won't have any retribution taken against us unnecessarily because it's already coming. you can rest assured the turn up is coming on yourself. Okay, on your black and brown bodies, turn up is coming. In fact, you already know what it's like now. But for this particular episode of white backlash, of white disappointment, and disenchantment with the government and Donald Trump and his candidacy and his presidency, all of that right now, you did your part, whatever it was, whether you voted for Hillary, whether you voted for a third party, or whether you voted for Trump. But this right here is not your fight. And I hope that you're not participating in it, because you all, maybe something good will come out of taking the brunt off of us for a minute so we can sit back and strategize. Okay? Let them take the heat right now. And to the extent that they have to call out the military on them. But don't participate in that. Don't participate in that. It's not your fight. You don't have allies with any of these people. You really don't. So you need to get your black and brown agenda together and hope that America is okay and turns out the way that it should and could if everybody would just follow the rules and stop permeating and projecting their narcissism and madness on the rest of the population. America could be as great as she said that she wanted to be on paper. She could be. A country that is just. A country that is not reeked and stained in the blood of oppression. And even if that is the history that they have made the righteous, how do you say, a movement to try to correct their wrong, try to right their wrong. They haven't done that, and they don't have any anticipation. They don't have any, what do you call it? They don't have any incentive to do that. White supremacy works. It works for the people that think that they're superior to other people. If I encounter a white woman, or usually, more than likely, 9 out of 10 times, it's that one. So I won't say all, but 9 out of 10 times, she thinks she's better than me just by virtue of her skin color. She thinks I'm ignorant. She thinks she knows more. And all that is a mental illness based in a system that is just rooted in white supremacy. So, with that being said, and not going too far off the subject, allow this situation to play itself out while you are strategizing. Let them handle their disenchantment with the government, with Donald Trump, his candidacy, all of it. Let white people deal with their mess right now. And you get your black ass out of it and go home somewhere and just sit back and watch what's going to go on. That's just my suggestion to you. That's what I would tell my children. That's what I would tell my grandchildren. That's what I would tell my nephews. That's what I would tell my uncle. That's what I would tell my neighbors. That's what I would tell anybody that I ever came in contact with that I know and that I love. I'd be like, this ain't your fight. Just like when we were over there in Vietnam, bombing those Viet Congs, they would say, "Oh, soul brother, this is not your fight. This is not your fight, soul brother. This is not yours." The same reason why who was it? The Ayatollah Khomeini sent, when Muhammad Ali went there and got all those hostages and sent them back when all those white people was held, because it was not your fight, black man, not your fight. And I'm hoping you smart enough to see now, after all this, to not keep on holding up the same mantra and beating the same dead horse, because that would be insanity to say, well, I know that they would help me, and I gotta just sit here with this multicultural mindset. That doesn't mean I'm preaching hate, and doesn't mean you have to hate anybody. It just means you got to know when you're gonna sit out around, or when this is around, you're gonna take it easy. Speaking in boxer terms. So this is an idea. That I'm bringing to you to relax as an African American in this country. Relax and let them settle their own mess right about now. You ain't got no reason to be in it. Okay? All right. And I hope you listen. All right. And if you like what you hear, please, family, like and subscribe. And I will see you next time in the mental house. Bye-bye.